Hi, I'm Francis, and today we'll be learning about anxiety disorders. In this video, we will look at anxiety disorders. So they are defined as persistent anxiety or dysfunctional anxiety-reducing behaviors. In this video, we will specifically look at generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, phobias, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder is when a person is unexplainably and continually tense and uneasy. So they might be jittery, agitated, sleep deprived, unfocused, twitching eyelids, trembling perspiration, and fidgeting. They can't identify the cause, which is what Freud called free floating, and sometimes GAD comes with depression. It could also lead to high blood sugar, and usually after 50 years old, GAD becomes more rare. Panic disorders often strike suddenly and make you feel super anxious and then they disappear. A panic attack is usually minute-long episodes of intense fear that something horrible is about to happen, and usually 1 in 75 people with this disorder get a panic attack. They often experience heart palpitations, shortness of breath, choking sensations, trembling, or dizziness. Phobias are anxiety disorders in which an irrational fear causes the person to avoid some object, activity, or situation. So an example is social phobia. And if a fear is intense enough, it may become agoraphobia, the fear or avoidance of situations in which escape might be difficult or help is unavailable when a panic strikes. Obsessive compulsive disorder is when a person feels the need to perform certain routines repeatedly, which is why it's called compulsions, or has certain thoughts repeatedly, also called obsessions, and the person is unable to control either the thoughts or activities for more than a short period of time. Post-traumatic stress disorder is usually more likely to develop with direct contact and frequency and if you have a sensitive limbic system, because it floods the body with stress hormones. It could also be genetically predisposed. It's often harmful to make someone talk about the traumatic experience, also known as debriefing, right after the event happened. And survivor resiliency is when a person doesn't develop PTSD after a traumatic event. Post-traumatic growth is usually after the trauma, some people develop an increased appreciation for life, more meaningful relationships, increased personal strength, changed priorities, and a richer spiritual life. And those are the basics of anxiety disorders.